Welcome to Vanquish Gaming League's 2v2 Season 1 semi-final matchup. It has been a long week, everyone, and I am very happy to bring to you four extremely excited contestants here as they will face off to see who will meet El Pollo Loco and Crump in the finals. Let's introduce our players. Here to the north, we have TheBusiness and his teammate Kid, a double Pro Toss team. And to the south, their competitors, DudeFromBrzl and Celo. Now, something of note of DudeFromBrzl and Celo, these two have gone undefeated up until now. So they are basically living the 2007 Patriot dream, and they are trying to become the 1972 Dolphins. And I'll let you wrap your brain around that one for a second. So the map is High Orbit, and this map, of course, selected by First Advantage, DudeFromBrzl and Celo, since they are the top seed. Is an interesting choice of map, seeing how we start off here. It does make it a little bit difficult for them to expand, considering that they, they do have some readily available expansions nearby, but they are not necessarily easy to defend. However, it does keep them blocked off from any possible harassment. This ramp, somewhat decent to defend. However, it seems like it will be much easier for TheBusiness and Kid to go ahead and defend this ramp. We do see double gateways going down there. Let's go ahead and get the production tab up for all of you obsessive fans that love to keep track of that kind of thing. So we do see them right now just kind of work her up here. They're not really doing too much. We do see some pools going down for both Zergs. Now, DudeFromBrzl and Celo, known for extremely well-coordinated attacks. They are not known to just kind of fly by the seat of their pants. They usually will do a very, very good job of just kind of, attempting to, coordinate their attacks early on. We did see these two teams match up in the regular season. Now, in the regular season was an interesting chain of events here, as we had Kid and Business kind of really stake their claim to some dominance early on, and DudeFromBrzl, the strategist of the team, and Celo, his faithful companion here, they quickly changed things up and went for very, very fast attacks. These fast attacks, of course, kind of, got Kid and Business off of their macro game. And of course, it culminated in a very controversial 6 pool. So of course, we'll have to see if that is something that will repeat itself here. If that's anything that will happen. So far, we've seen DudeFromBrzl and Celo pull 2 6 pools during the regular season. So and we see a lot of conversation going on here in the center of the map as Kid tells Celo how much he appreciates him as a player. And we do also see some Lings coming out from DudeFromBrzl, taking that Xel'Naga tower here in the center. These Xel'Nagas, 4 of them, a little Xel'Naga overkill, but they are so critical to just being able to capture all ground movement through the map. Just very, very important there that they are able to grab those and hold on to them. So, we do see a Zealot running around here, a little bit of harassment on the gas with this worker. And right now, they're just trying to get an idea of everything that's going on. Right now, they're just going to see a lot of gateways and pretty standard builds so far. Do see 2 expansions going down. This is very aggressive macro play here from DudeFromBrzl and Celo. We saw the complete opposite during the regular season when they had to face off. We saw lots and lots of early attacks after they had to compensate for that early hit. If you look here on production tab, it's almost simultaneous builds. The only difference, of course, is DudeFromBrzl going for that Roach Warren, and we do see Celo a little bit behind on that Roach Warren. However, it looks like Zergling's speed is about to finish for him as well, so that will definitely give them a speed advantage here. We do see them finally plugging the hole here. Kid looks like he's got, looks like Kid is, there we go, now he's plugged it. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and hold that there. Do you see this pylon? This pylon, very important. During regular season, we saw a lot of people forget to, keep an eye on these kind of backdoors, So this is something that, was very, very critical for them to be able to kind of block this off and just kind of hold on to it. So, it's nice to see that at least here in the playoffs, people are taking these backdoors a little more seriously, and they're trying to hold these things off here. We do see some Ling movement here in the center of the map. We also see a canceled expansion here from DudeFromBrzl. It's a very interesting choice there to cancel that expansion. He's also moving up and taking the Xel'Naga. Kid and Business, not really a whole lot of scouting going on from them. You see here that, outside of like initial scouting, they saw the pools. But that's about it. They really haven't seen anything else since they did that initial scouting run. So they're pretty much operating blind. I mean, they know that they have a spawning pool. They know maybe there's some Zerglings coming out. And it looks like they're pretty much going with a mirrored Zealot Stalker build here. We do see now some roaches meeting up with these lings here in the center, and we do see a little bit of some prying eyes kicked away there, and we do see 4 zealots now rolling out. Need to be very, very careful with this gap here. Don't want to let any of those zerglings roll in. We have seen that lead to absolute disaster in the past. And this is definitely, well, we'll see a push here coming from these roaches. Unfortunately, this massive ball of stalkers back here is going to make it very, very difficult for any of that to really take place here. And we do see them rolling out now. It's amazing. They do not see, look at this, right outside of the lines here. You know, these roaches, however, can see all of these stalkers here. And we now see this attack coming on to play here as, you know, we do see a lot of attacks going on. And these roaches just kind of like rolling in here. Celo's roaches not getting into the fight as soon as they should. It looks like these stalkers are going to have some problems. We see them rolling back here. This immortal, though, is going to be so critical to being able to hold back this attack. Hopefully this immortal will help them out with these roaches. And really seeing some big push here as these zealots are kind of just poking out a little too far here, trying to hold out these lings. There's one immortal. They need to get this immortal back. If it's too close, they will try to snipe it. And you see it go down, almost sniping that immortal. The second one, though, comes out just in time to kind of replace it. You see them just kind of wailing away at this wall here, just tearing through it. And this is going to be a very dangerous. This is exactly what happened to them in the last game. We saw a big, huge push coming in, but it looks like they will be able to fight this off now. And we do see a late expansion coming down from DudeFromBrzl, as he is going to attempt to macro up now on the failed attack. And you see that Cybernetics core just barely holding on there. Very, very critical chain of events here as they just trying to hold on to this. We do see a huge pack of lings coming out now. And well, this Overlord's definitely going to go down here as you see them rolling out. They may attempt to finally take this Xel'Naga, get some eyes on things. We see all these Zerglings just kind of kiting around here. Of course, they're going to be no match for this, especially with these Zealots in the ball here. We do see, though, some more Zerglings coming out. Looks like they will try to get a surround on this. Unfortunately, these Zealots, even just a handful of Zealots, are going to make it so difficult for those Zerglings to really put a dent in that ball. We do see now finally some macro play here. We see DudeFromBrzl down to only 12 harvesters. He's just really done a huge amount of work towards his early micro, hoping that roach bust was going to work. Meanwhile, Celo was able to get a little bit of a macro build up here, so that may or may not help them here. Unfortunately, though, they are very behind, and you see this Protoss army is just starting to really ball up here. And this is going to be extremely dangerous for them. This is exactly what they didn't want to happen. They did not want this this enormous ball of Protoss troops. That's exactly what got them killed in the first round. Their armies were just completely obliterated by a Stalker Immortal ball here. So we're gonna have to see now if they can try to stop the bleeding here. We do see now Celo trying to take this down, maybe go for the gold. That will definitely help out. We see DudeFromBrzl starting to saturate this natural expansion here, but unfortunately, Kid and TheBusiness are not they are not going to just sit back and let it happen. Now they're not really aware of what's going on. However, we do see 3 Void Rays out now. TheBusiness going for Void Rays, extremely unusual for TheBusiness. He's usually pretty much all ground army, all stalkers. And now we finally see him rolling out with those Void Rays. It looks like a coordinated attack. This is very similar to the Poyo Crump style here. We see these Void Rays just arriving now, and it doesn't look like there is much to deal with it. If we look at units here, really nothing that can shoot the air, with the exception of, I think, a single Hydralisk that's currently under production. And you see there's the GG from DudeFromBrzl, and the first game goes in favor of the underdogs, Kid and TheBusiness. Incredible matchup there. And we're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back with Game 2 of what's looking like to be an exciting series of play here.